Hello, everybody, all you creatures of the night, coming here to this live stream of TheRealCrochetter to enjoy a talk, a conversation about scary movies. Huh? Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hi. I see all of you, you little movie freaks. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's put a little bit of spooky music in the background and not that loud. Welcome. I have honestly not expected that anybody would show up, to be quite honest, because it's Halloween weekend. Everybody needs a last-minute costume. Everybody needs more chocolate for the trick-and-treaters, or has to visit the family before everybody goes nuts on Halloween and then becomes the nutty nun, the nutty healthcare, the nutty coronavirus, the nutty, I don't know, what is this with the nutty? But everybody is going naked on Halloween. I don't know what that is. I don't care. But everybody, you just do you all, yeah, right? Good evening. Who do we have here? We have Beth Thomas, Smelly Cat, Holly Mac, Gothic Glitter, Luna Sonata, Juliana Colombo, Just Jill. Of course, Mr. Scott Stevens, you are here. We are talking horror movies. Of course, you are here. Honey K Girl, Holly Mac. I saw an X somewhere in there. hi, hello. Oh, I hate this so much that when you are writing something, even after 2 years, I'm not getting used to it, that when you are typing a nice message in or something, that I cannot see it, that I have to wait, 15 or 20 seconds until your message appears on this. Hello, Petty Spaghetti. I have to write to StreamYard. This is not okay. We are in 2022. You would think that you think. Fuck! Look at me talking in my little mic here. I have to figure out something with this mic situation. The mic in my webcam is not even that bad. Unfortunately, because I have very high ceilings here, I sound like in a bath, in a big bath, maybe in a Turkish bath, maybe with a lot of steam and a lot of naked men. And sorry, cannot help myself. Oh, let's see who. Good evening, Dee. Thank you very much. Good that you happy that you are here. I just added 2 mods, extra mods, because I couldn't help myself. Because you never know. You never know. You never know. Because when I just a quick recap from my last purge, very quick. Not one person from Twitter was there. I invited them all. You all have seen it. I have invited everybody. Come on, let's talk about it. And of course they are coward, and they have not shown up. Not even my new friend on Twitter, Gigi, the Hammer Shark. Yes. Well, I cannot help these people. I have opened everything up so that everybody could come in. Not one person came, and basically, except of course, Budget and Gigi, this little group of people, and Silvana, they all had their mouth open on Twitter, but of course, nobody came by. Well, I cannot help them. I know, Gothic. It's Gigi. And also this voice that I'm doing is when I do voiceovers for beer commercials or sometimes for a sexy ass car. Well, welcome to my life. What can I do? What can I say? Guys, we are talking about movies today. Back to the movies. You know me, I'm German. I have a list. Yes, of course I have made a list, because we are going with my they are not really recommendations. I just want to invite you to join a part of my brain, which movies I like at the in the Halloween season, and they are very, very, very international. We are so international, guys. We are so international. Yeah, we are. Cheers. But at least I'm prepared this year, because last year when I did my Halloween live stream on Halloween, the door rang, of course, with trick-or-treaters. And I was in a costume as a mummy in toilet paper. And I knew when I stand up, then everything will rip, because I basically just band-aided me in toilet paper. It was a moment. It was a moment, let me tell you. Okay, a German list, I'm out. No, next, not a German list. It's an international list. And on my list, I see a lot of USA. You're welcome. No, and surprisingly enough, either The Pianist or Schindler's List they are rhyming. The Pianist and Schindler's List, the P&M. They are not on this list. They are not Halloween topic. No. So what do I have? I have honorable mentions that I want to make. I have a special mention that I want to talk about, because it's very, very up to date. It's very up to date. And then I have my other movies where I quickly talk about. I have to be careful not to babble too much, because you know what's happening. When I babble too much, then we are sitting here for 2 hours. And I think nobody has time for this. We all have to we need to have little snacks on Halloween. We need to finish our costumes. We need to finish our makeups. Again, I'm babbling again. I don't know why I do that. Maybe because in the theater or on TV, I have a script. And I'm not allowed to say one extra word. Now, of course, you have to say what's in the script. Stage, theater, movie, TV show. Doesn't matter. I have a script. So I cannot babble there. So I have YouTube to babble. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I would say I start with my honorable mentions that have not made the list. But that of course, every movie that we are talking about is a recommendation. If you like it, I don't know. I don't know you. Not on this personal level. I don't know what else you are watching. Okay. Hello, Chandra Lawson. Good evening. Okay, let's start with the honorable mentions that unfortunately have not made it to the list, but that I really enjoy. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what I consider a horror movie, is the following. For example, The Silence of the Lambs is not a horror movie for me. It's a thriller, in my opinion. But as soon as you are watching a very high-tension movie or a scary movie, and then this element of supernatural appears. For example, a zombie movie. Okay, it's hopefully a very a movie with a lot of tension and blood, but there are undead people. So this is then, I consider this then a horror movie. Everything without the element of supernatural, I consider a thriller. You will be surprised what I consider a thriller and what I consider a horror movie. So how I start with The Haunting in Connecticut, or as the German title reads, Das Haus der Dämonen, or simply translated in English, The House of the Demons. No, I don't know why Germany is changing the title from The Haunting in Connecticut into The House of the Demons. I don't know this. Don't question me. The House of the Demons is from 2009 and is part of my Everything Possessed and Exorcism collection group. I adore this movie. The title role is played by the same guy who's playing the male title role. Unfortunately, I'm not happy about this, but you know, where the money is, there you go, and you never know what's coming out at the end. He's also playing the final male character in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah. The remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, that was a bummer, wasn't it? The next movie from the recommendation list, also from my group of possessed or exorcism movies, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, or in Germany, Der Exorzismus der Emily Rose from 2005. I always say the year of the movie, so if you want to look up something on YouTube, a trailer or something, you can go there and then take a snippet to get an idea what some movies are about, because I'm pretty sure not everybody knows every movie that I'm talking about. Love that one. Love that one. Then there's also a nice group in movies which are based on a true story or based on true events by. This is based on a true story and almost killed the career of Barbara Hershey. If you're now wondering who the fuck is Barbara Hershey, she played, thank God, after that movie, the second big role or the partner of Bette Midler in Beaches. And thankfully, after that, she was again accepted because her role in the movie Entity from 1982, based on true events, based on a true story. Yeah, there's a lot of nudity, and the idea of a woman getting regularly raped by a ghost was too much for a lot of people. Yeah, the entity, the entity, however you want to say it. 1982. I love that one. And it made me freak out because of the fucking sound design in that movie. Wear it with headphones and let's travel a little bit internationally. We are now traveling to Norway. Yes, imagine that. They are also making amazing movies. And if you ever wanted to see the idea of a modern Friday the 13th, but not on a lake, instead in the snow, in a very old, not cabin, no, in an old hotel, then I highly recommend Cold Prey, Part 1 from 2006 and Part 2 from 2008. And I recommend both of them because the two stories belong together. The second part is catching up immediately after the other one. Cold Prey from Norway, 2009 and 2012. Oh, I could hear very quietly my voice in the music in the background to remind me of something. Guys, for everybody new to my channel who just joined me this year, I have made what I think a nice Halloween vlog by visiting with one of my best friends this cemetery of the nameless. And it's just a very cute 30-minute vlog, me on a cemetery on Halloween night, basically. And if you want to enjoy this, I have pinned the link to this vlog in my comment section. The audience last year liked it, and it's still good enough for this year. It's better than fat fuck cunt gunt. Oh my God, I said the word. Fat fuck gunt or blah blah and ham ever put out. You know, I mean, okay, on the other hand, this is not a compliment because it's not really difficult. It is not. It is not. Oh, shady crochetter. Then we are staying in... Oh, for fuck's sake, I have not written down the year. But you will find it. There's not another... Oh, here, 2009. 2009. Dead Snow. Good evening, DC Media Girl. Hello. Dead Snow from 2009, also Norwegian, with Nazis in the snow. Zombie Nazis in the snow. It is a mix between hardcore blood, Evil Dead type, and also a little bit of comedy in this. Because of course, when you have zombie Nazis in the snow, then you have to be funny, right? Yeah. No, it is a fun one. Dead Snow. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a fun one. I highly recommend. And there's also a sequel to it that I don't have the Blu-ray. Oh my God, I have to write that down. There's a second part who's even crazier than this one. And they're also belonging together. Highly recommended. Dead Snow Part 1 and Part 2. And now from the last recommendation from my honorable list or honorable mentions are also Part 1 and Part 2. The Collector. And there we are. The Collector from 2009, America, and The Collection, the sequel from 2012, also America. This is so much fun. This is fun. But also scary. It's very well made. These are people who put thoughts in their shit, and I like people. I like people who put thought into this. As I know, Smelly, The Collection and The Collector, they belong together. And I consider this hardcore thriller because there's no supernatural element. All the other movies before had supernatural elements in it. Okay, let's move on before I come to my top 12. Here's one. 2, 4, 6, 8, top 11. Top 11 and one very honorable mention. But I do this at the end because there's a slight chance that I will start to babble. Yeah, because it's so up to date and a new movie. It deserves his own attention. Okay, now I have. I really try to make my stuff when I go live. I'll try to make it a little bit, exactly like this. Where is my list here with the little graphics? Guys, here are the official top 11 of my recommendations for Halloween this year. And no, there is not one science fiction movie in this list. I don't know why, probably because I enjoy horror and science fiction all year around, in general. I like that. Or as my therapist years ago, it is over 10 years ago, the bitch is now in India, how she said, Karsten, if you feel a little bit blue, just watch a movie where people really get fucked up. Because this will make you feel better. This will show you that your life is not that bad. And for me, works. Where are we? We are taking a little journey to France. Martyrs. And yes, some people may think they know this movie because there's an American remake to it. Please, I recommend Martyrs or Martyrs from 2008 French-Canadian movie. The original from 2008. Please spare the remake. Nobody needs this. Because here's the thing with French people. I love these. When it comes to movies or culture in the entertainment business, I love the French. Because the French, they don't care if there's a nipple in the movie, or you see a vagina with full bush, or asses on fire, or blood or violence. They are capable of putting a certain amount of culture and not culture, of art into it. They are making nudity and violence into art. And this is absolutely fascinating for me. I love that so much. Martyrs from 2008, French-Canadian. The story, I will not spoil anything, by the way. You can all go, for movies that you don't know, you can go completely blind in my movies. I will not spoil anything. The story of a group of people who are looking to find the ultimate martyr in the original sense, and with a religion and everything, what a martyr is representing. And trust me, that's it. I cannot. No, I will not say more. No. Yes, Holly Mac, the French they're making fucked up films, and with the biggest amount of respect. And they're also very, very yesty, full bush. Not in the 17th, they're French, of course they're full bush. How do I dare to say it? And other people have armpit hair. We don't have that here in Germany or Austria. It's not wildly popular, either for males or for females. Everything is a little bit different. Okay, what is our next movie from my recommended list? DC. No, I think I get you. No, I think I will get you. And surprise to everybody here. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? 1962. with Betty Davis and John Crawford. I don't know what it is with this movie. I truly have to watch this at Halloween. I don't know why. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? It's an awesome movie. Betty Davis, when I was a child, Betty Davis has creeped the living daylight out of me. I was, as a child, so scared of her. Yeah, if you are in classic movies and something where not 500,000 gallons of blood are included and just want to see a fascinating story, a character study almost. Yeah, you cannot go wrong with whatever happened to Baby Jane. No, you can't. Oops! There I was too quick. Dang it! Okay, it is what it is. It's fate. It's fate. Another French high-class, fucked up movie, High Tension, from 2003. What was the French title? Tension? No, I don't know. I cannot remember. Who cares? It's a poor French movie, but it's also, I looked it up, is available in English. High Tension from 2003. A pure masterpiece as the title is, tension. It is incredible, uncomfortable to watch. By the way, why are they always young ladies with chainsaws? Because money, I forgot. Excuse me. Another one that a lot of people are not familiar with, High Tension, France, 2003. But this time, and I'm back. But this time I don't fuck my order up here. Let's do a little bit a newer version that had immediately touched my heart maybe because I'm gay. I don't know. All my sense of what I like in high tension horror movies is a little bit fucked up. I like camp horror movies also. And this is for me the perfect example for a camp movie, but made in 2021 by James Wan, Malignant. I had so much fun watching this movie, and please don't watch the trailer, don't watch anything. If you like James Wan, the director of the Conjuring universe, Saw, the original creator of the Saw franchise, Insidious franchise, please, I highly recommend Malignant. And there's such a huge twist in it, and the third act is so fucked up. Don't ask anybody if you should watch it. Just watch it. Oh, I believe you, Scott. I believe you. Because it is so over the top that you are asking yourself maybe at several times, what the fuck am I watching? For example, the first 10 minutes are bad. Intentionally. James Wan is such a good businessman and a little bit also of an evil person that he basically fucked the beginning of the movie completely up. Intentional. If you want to watch it or you are going to watch it, you will probably understand what I mean. It's amazing. The final act was so much fun to watch. Cat and Nuku, by the way. Hello, Strange Tea. I know everybody has... Malignant is one of these movies that you either hate or you love it. There's not much going on in between. And I get that. I truly get that. So let's go back to my list here. I will not jump over anything. Let's travel a little bit to Italy and the cooperation between Italy and the United States of America from 1978, Dawn of the Dead. Instinct classic. Nobody can argue that. Multiple worldwide award-winning zombie movie. Of course, the sequel to Night of the Living Dead. If you can get your hands on it, there are a lot of cuts because this movie has two directors. It's not only George A. Romero, there's also another Italian director, and so there are different cuts swirling around the planet from this movie. Take the longest cut that you can get. Yes, it is the slow zombies from 1978 with blue faces. No, and they have nothing to do with Avatar. God, I despise this movie. And I don't care for the sequel. No. No. Not even a little bit. No. No. I don't care. But I care about Dawn of the Dead from 1978. What a company. Yes, Scott, it was. The remake was, I think it was entertaining. It didn't got the message across, but it was very well made. And they tried at least to make a really good remake. You know, with Nightmare on Elm Street, no, for example, no. Or the remake of Friday the 13th with Jared Padalecki or whatever his name is. Sexy guy, but no, this was not it, sis. No, this was not it. Oh, I was thinking about putting this where is she? I was thinking about Suspiria. I recommend if you wanna, if you are in this art house style of a deep psychological horror, it's not horror, psycho thriller element. I recommend even both movies. And with both movies, the original from Italy and the remake a few years ago with what is her name from 50 Shades of Grey, Dakota, the daughter of Melanie Griffith and John Johnson. Don't be scared, but I liked the remake. I liked it. It made it, it's a little bit more easy. It made it easier to watch. But I really like both of them. I do. Another recommendation, yes, I Spit on Your Grave. I was on purpose not putting any form of really hardcore torture movies here in my list because I don't. There's and Spit on Your Grave is a great example. I don't like torture movies. I don't like Hostel. Don't like that. Saw is so over the top because it is a fictional story. Hostel is claiming to base on true events. Spit on Your Grave is the highly, also very controversial. We have the original from the, I think it's 70s or 80s. Highly controversial. And then we had the remake, and we had got a sequel to the remake, and another sequel, and another sequel. So there are 4 parts of I Spit on Your Grave out there. But they are trying for me too hard to show, okay, this is what a woman has to do when she gets raped. Please don't do that. This is something that every woman, in my opinion, should find out by herself. What is good for her, what she has to do. In this movie, she is going on an insane revenge hunt. And if this is the message they wanted to send, okay, I cannot argue that. And I never will. I never will. No, especially when they are showing that much, you know. And I had the biggest problem I had then with the remake, even though on a technical level it was made great, and the actors great, and they have real. I hope they had at least a little bit of fun doing that shit. I had a problem then. Sorry, spoiler. When then at the end. No, I don't want to spoil. No, I had a problem with the end. Let's put it that way. I had a problem with the end. So back to Mr. List here. Back to Mr. List. Well, there are so many good movies out there. Also, why do I have chosen these movies for Halloween? Because I wanted to be fucking entertained. I want these movies to entertain me. They don't have to be on an artistic level, very deep. I want to entertain. I want to get entertained. If I have all year long to watch movies where it really goes deep. For example, Suspiria, and then I can enjoy that. But on Halloween, I just want to be entertained. Maybe watch with a few people, with friends together or other people, and we are all enjoying a nice night with the movies.
The cemetery.
That's me. That's Halloween. Oh, The Descent.
Joy.
Part 1 from 2005 and Part 2 from 2009 from the UK. I had so much fun watching these two movies, even though the second part cannot reach the level of the first, like most sequels. But at least, again, they tried and they built on the story from the first part, so you can watch easily both parts of it. No, we had that. Sorry. That. You can easily watch both together. Have a 3-hour blood fest in front of you. It is. And I will also, especially with this one, I will not spoil anything because it is simply a lot of fun. Bloody as hell, but it is truly, truly fun. Oh, MK. I despise this movie. The New Witches with Anne Hathaway. No, we are watching the old one, the original one with Angelica Houston. Thank you very much. I really didn't like it. No. It was almost like making the witches political correct. No, I don't like that. No, I want, when a movie is a little bit dirty and a little bit problematic, I really like the problematic version more. So let's go back. So many movies, so little time. Oh, one of my favorite franchises. Wreck, or in this case, Wreck Genesis from 2012. It's a 4-part franchise, Wreck 1, 2, 3 Genesis, and 4 Apocalypse, I think. It is from Spain, but it was so wildly successful that I think you can easily get an English version of it. At least I found English trailers of it, so I think there will be English translated versions of it. Oh, by the way, there's an American remake of Wreck 1. No, we don't watch the American remake. Sorry, my dear friends in America. Please watch the original from Spain, because Spain is a little bit like France. Yes, we are showing the old fat neighbor in an almost transparent nightgown with blood on it. Yes, we are showing this. We are not fucking around here. It's also a very fun ride with a lot of shaky cam. I know a lot of people don't like shaky cam, but they made it really, really, really well. It's about a virus infection story. Oh, so many comments. Yes, Jojo, the Japanese are also very fucked up when it comes down to movies. Oh, I saw there's a Ruth. The Killing of the Willies. No, Ruth. This is a movie that will never happen. Never will there be a movie called The Killing of the Willies. Ruth, please. Please. Oh, Sandra, I had so much hope for this movie, for Slender Man. I had so much hope. You can make an amazing, scary movie out of it. But I have to say, unfortunately, no, that was not it. Too much blah blah. Too not scary enough, and also, why are you showing the Slender Man at all? I thought it would be a brilliant concept not showing him, only maybe the shadow or in the distance. But no, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't like Slender Man. MK Blade is for me pure popcorn PG. Yes, I know it is rated R, but for me it is PG. It is a comic character. Wesley Snipes is doing a great job as a vampire, and it's some parts are sexy as hell, but this is nothing that I can enjoy over and over again. This is something that I can watch and crochet at the same time, you know, where I concentrate on my work, and then again I'm looking and I'm listening, concentrate on my work that I'm doing here. That's great, but it's not. It is not. It does not have the oomph that I need sometimes. Carsten, what's the movie? Oh, for fuck's sake, with a tall man that just said "boy." And by that, I'm remembering I forgot to put a recommendation in there, but of course I will talk about it. Yes, DC, I saw the Guinea pig. Yes, I saw that. Freaky. The tall man that just said "boy." Oh, so sorry that it doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, D. Or was that the dream that I had as a child? And we are now mixing something up, where I was as a child sleepwalking and found myself in the basement, and I just could hear the voice. I never saw somebody, but I could hear the voice saying that. I think it was this part of my fucked up childhood, which was so entertaining. Okay, where was I? Oh, the recommendation where I don't have a picture that just pop into my head. The Babadook from Australia. Amazing. Don't look it up. You can okay, watch the trailer, but the movie and the female lead actress, she is amazing. Very high tension. Okay, let's go back to the list. Now we have to jump this special movie that I want to talk about because it's brand new. Oh my god. Night of the Creeps. From 1986. USA. Night of the Creeps. Fun story. I was watching Night of the Creeps in the cinema, and of course I was not 18. And this movie started in Germany. Oh god, not this movie has not started it. That's bullshit. It was highly censored, highly cut. In the 70s and 80s, especially in Germany, our censors were basically cutting every piece of violence out of the movies. Nobody knows why exactly. They had no problem with showing nipples and vaginas, but they had a lot of problems in the 70s and 80s with violence. Basically, no movie that was in America R-rated made it uncut to Germany. And this was so frustrating because I loved my horror movies. For God's sake, I saw my first zombie movie when I was 12, and I turned out okay because I was always looking at, from the artistic perspective, at the special effects, especially the makeup. I always wanted to become a makeup artist until I saw what makeup artists are really doing and realizing we don't have a very big horror community which are producing in Germany a lot of horror movies where you need people then like this, unfortunately. But this movie is so much fun, also camp as all hell. And yes, this movie has even a little bit just an idea of science fiction in it, but it's basically a great camp horror comedy, sad and fun and scary and ridiculous. It is the 80s, guys. Leave me alone. What do you want from me? Again, Night of the Creeps from 1986. Oh God, I love me a good cigarette in the evening. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, we all know what is wrong. a movie that will maybe surprise you, which I enjoy a lot because it is just scratching on the verge of camp. From 1980, what is it? Also 1986? From 1987, 1 year after Night of the Creeps. Again, it must be a thing of the 80s. I don't know. Welcome to A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, The Dream Warriors. I love that movie so much. And yes, I saw this also in a movie. It was also censored. Oh my God, I hated that. But I enjoyed this mix of horror and fantasy. And they pulled a big card with putting suddenly out of nowhere, after the horrible second part, putting this fantasy element in there and brought Nightmare to a whole new level. And then they fucked up everything basically after that. This was the last part of the whole series that I enjoyed until the original actress from the first and in this movie part, what was her name? Nancy? Yes, Heather Langenkamp. When Heather Langenkamp came back for the big movie called Freddy's New Nightmare. I also enjoyed that, but it has not made my list. No, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 has so many great memories when I was young, and it was a great time. We all had fun. It was amazing. It was truly, truly amazing. I know, Emmy. What about Carrie? What about Stephen King in general? I have not one Stephen King movie in my... I have all Stephen King movies. Don't get me wrong. I have them all. And with all, I mean, I have them all, either on DVD or on Blu-ray or digital. I love me Stephen King, but unfortunately, not one movie has made the cut. Maybe because the entertainment thing was not high enough for me. I don't know. I really don't know. By the way, thank you very much, Rhonda, for the super chat. Thank you. Rona, better late than never, first of all. And second of all, there's always the repeat, that you can watch it from the beginning. Thank you very much, Rhonda. Yes, Scott Steven, this is Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, The Dream Warriors. The introducing Patricia Arquette, I like her a lot. And also, I think, introducing Larry Fishburne. The Larry Fishburne, big character actor now. It's like Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1 introducing. This was his big break. Or Kevin Bacon in Friday the 13th, Part 1. This got him the break. Good for these people. Good for them. Good for them. Hello, Renee from Minneapolis. Hello and welcome. Okay, where are we? Where are we? There are more. Not much more. There are more. We are traveling back to France. To France. Inside from 2007. The original French version. Please don't watch the American remake. My fellow Americans, this is not shade, but not everything has to be remade from other countries, or not even has to made by them. The Americans have to do by themselves, like Poltergeist. Please stop that shit. We have the original Poltergeist with Jobeth Williams by the director of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and produced by Steven Spielberg. It doesn't get better than this. Don't do these remakes. Except when you are Mike Flanagan. I'm trusting Mike Flanagan as a director to remake in the moment basically everything, because he has such a feeling for tension and horror. I really like Mike Flanagan. Again, inside the French version from 2007, the insane with Beatrice Dalle, just in case some people know her from France. Two women are going ham on each other, both for different reasons. Kill Bill what? No, it is amazing movie. Yeah. And now we have just my special recommendation movie left. I'm done, basically. This was a lot of information, but again, you can rewatch it if you want to look for a special movie or you cannot remember the year. Of course, you can also go to IMDb if you don't want to give me the view. It's okay. I will survive it. I think. That's right, Chandra. Edwards, Johnny Depp, everything that Johnny Depp was touching in this time was gold. Everything. Gothic, glitter, I bet you have a whole ass list going. I bet you do. And good for you, because this is what all October is going on with me. Even with watching my movies, you know, as white noise in the background. I like that. Yeah. Memories like the color. No, Barbara, you have nothing to. You have no, Barbara. You have no place in October. I know what. How controversial to say this. How controversial. Also, Scott, yes, Slumber Party Massacre, camp as all hell. That's so much fun. But you know, you see, there's highly. I have now shown you highly trash stuff and high tension stuff and just entertaining stuff, a little bit fantasy. Yeah, but except the French titles. There's nothing fun in the French. No, they're taking this shit incredible serious, and this makes it so fun. For me, at least for me. Oh, we can. Oh, I forgot one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stephen King has not made it into the list, but Mr. John Carpenter, of course. This movie traumatized me because of one of my fucked up brothers. This Jamie Lee Curtis next movie right after Halloween. Yeah, The Fog from 1980. Again, the remake, nobody needs that. Nobody. It was so bad. It was almost a romantic movie, the fucked up remake. No, we are watching the original from 1980. Watching John Carpenter doing the best with a small budget. I loved that. But this movie scared me for years because my fucked up brother, you know, remembering in the movie when these ghosts or creatures are coming, the entities, and then they are knocking at your fucking door, always 4 times. The invasion starts. Yeah, thank you to my brother who did this at night to me when I was sleeping. And he knew I hated it. I hated it that very much. Standing on the other side of the door, knocking, and then the other fucked up brother was smoking cigarette smoke. I have to show you. And the other brother was sitting behind the door with a cigarette, blowing cigarette through the keyhole and below the door. So that because fog, you know. No, I had a fun childhood. Trust me. As the youngest of 4, we had so much fun. Not of the nameless. And it took me seriously. It took me a while. I have not seen it then after that for years. And then I was rewatching it. I think I was 16 or 17, and surprisingly enough, this fucking noggin. Yes, Adrienne Barbeau. I'm not sure how you say her name. I love that bitch. She was so big in the 80s, also with Creep Show. I love her. This and the fucked up remake of the creature from the swamp creature. She was so with this, you know, her jaw. This jawline from her. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Scott, yes. She had the yes, she did. She had the biggest boobs ever, and neither she was afraid to show them, or the director to push them even a little bit more up to the chin, basically. Even though this was not popular to make the the 70s, 80s, no, there was not these boobies up to the chin. No, when they are big, take the tight top and just show them, present them to the world. Love that so much. Just send them on my list alone that I really have not forgotten anything. And maybe I will do this next year again, and then the list will look completely different. Nobody knows. What will my life be in 1 year? How will I feel? What are the things that I want to watch? Maybe I get totally drowned by the art scene, and then I'm just watching art house horror movies, like the 100 Solem, or I watch again the European uncut version of DC, help me here. You know what I mean. Jesus Christ. A Serbian film. What a fucked up journey that was. But so well made, but so fucked up. This is also a movie. You cannot watch this all the time. No, this is shit that fucks you up. Oh, I tell you. Yeah, and then and nowadays in Germany, Austria, it's so funny because we had this big censorship in the 70s, and now everything is uncut completely. There are movies, for example, a Serbian film, where the European version is longer than the American version is even more fucked up. And they are now the censors are taking all these movies from the 80s away from the list, and they are all getting rebranded, now uncut in Germany, for kids 16 years old, because we have 2022 at the end of the day. Yeah, it's amazing. And there are still movies. Halloween 2 with Jamie Lee Curtis, the original Halloween 2 movie, is still on the censor list in Germany. You cannot buy this movie uncut anywhere. Anywhere. The uncut version you cannot get in Germany. But every 10-year-old can buy it in Austria. Because the Austrians are more thinking, who cares? This movie is 100 years old. Who cares? Release them in Austria exclusively, and then everybody can watch it uncut. It's like with the people from the Netherlands, where every 8-year-old can buy in a grocery store hardcore porn. You know, I'm not judging anybody. When it comes down to movies, no. Oh, holy Mac, have you seen that the makers of the latest Halloween trilogy are now doing a remake of The Exorcist also as a trilogy? And guess who's back? Eileen Bernstein, playing the same role. She is playing the mother again in a new trilogy of The Exorcist. She is back. She's 127 years old. But she is back. Amazing. Yes, Holly, she's back. No, Scott, she's 190 years old. But who cares? I don't. I will. When I heard for the first time a remake of The Exorcist, I was thinking, oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. And then I was thinking, okay, at least it's the director and the writer from this latest Halloween trilogy that we got with Jamie Lee Curtis. And then I thought, okay, maybe there's a little bit of hope to get at least something different, that they are not trying to make the same again. And they know, they're aware of, they have big, big shoes to fill. Big, big shoes. Yeah. But then I heard and saw on IMDb that Eileen Bernstein is back. And I thought, okay, here's my money. Take it. If they bring back Linda Blair in whatever part. No, they cannot give her a different part in The Exorcist. No, this would be a sacrilege. No. But so far on IMDb, she's not listed. Maybe she's the big surprise, to promote the movie with Eileen Bernstein and Linda Blair. I bet she's up for it. I think she would be up for it. Yeah. Which brings me to the last movie that I wanted to talk about today, because this movie has done something to me. Yes, Scott Stevens, the discussion is open. It is amazing how many people are hating the movie or are loving this movie and say, oh no, this is the worst thing that happened ever to the franchise, or this is a worthy ending. This is the worthy ending for Jamie Lee Curtis, for everything and everybody. Well, my opinion on this is, first of all, it's over. Halloween is over, and not because it is a bad movie. No, it's over. If they are now trying to bring Michael back or Jamie Lee Curtis back, then they are idiots. They are idiots. It's enough. Let this franchise rest and let the original Halloween one become an even more cult classic. It's okay, Gothic. It's okay. Usually, when there's one thing to say, I don't like it, but then the people who are saying, I hate this movie so much. Well, these people, I have to say, well, then you are Michael Myers fans. And that's okay. If you are a Michael Myers fans, that's great, but don't come to my door. Because for me, this is a Halloween movie. They did something with that movie that was in the pure intent of what John Carpenter and Deborah Hill at the time had in mind for this franchise, which was not even at the time a franchise, but this is what they wanted to do.
The air is crowded.
But I cannot say what it is, because this would spoil the whole thing. But Halloween, the whole franchise, is more than Michael Myers. This is the story about grieving, a story about the whole franchise, about the true boogeyman, the true evil in all of us. And for that, what they have done as a surprise to bring this new trilogy of Halloween with Jamie Lee to an end, I think it's great. It is not art house cinema. No, it's not that. It is simply different. It is exactly what you not expect. I feel a little bit sorry for the people who have hoped, oh my God, we will see now Halloween Ends and Jamie Lee Curtis, and she and Michael Myers will fuck up each other for 2 hours straight. No, thank God they have not done it, because this would be boring. Let me just say this. I enjoyed the last 20 minutes of this movie. I enjoyed the heck out of it. I really, really did. Yes, Mellycat, and the true spirit of the William Shatner mask. For everybody who does not know this, when they made Halloween 1, the budget, and they did a design on the mask of Michael Myers, John Carpenter was not a fan of it. And then, because the budget was so low on Halloween 1, somebody had the idea to go to a gas station or a Halloween store, bought a William Shatner mask, painted it white, and presented it to John Carpenter, and he said, that's it. And since then, this William Shatner story is following Halloween everywhere, because it's funny. Yes, so I am completely superficial with my movies this year. Not a lot of death. I want to be entertained. I don't want to have the feeling I have to look all the time, beside the fact that I know all these movies from the front and from the back. Yeah. I know my Halloween movies. All of them. Love them. Adore them. They are entertaining me. What can I say? Oh, God, God. Just for a second, I thought, oh my God, I clicked off the live stream. No, we are still live. By the way, hello, Christina Lavalamp. I don't know if it was the last mask left. I heard several stories, but I like the idea that they have made with a small budget. They tried something and John Carpenter didn't like it, and so they bought the cheapest mask they could find in one day, overnight, painted it white, and this was it. I love it. I love these background stories. Yes, Holly Matt, are you not entertained? So, it is 2:00 a.m. Saturday morning here in Vienna, Austria. I think this was a nice hour. This was a nice hour of me introducing basically to a lot of American movies, also in a European perspective on what they are doing there. Isn't it funny? And in Germany, we don't have one good scary horror movie. Not one. Not one. We also have in Germany not one good science fiction movie. Nope. No, in Germany everything has to be art house or is stupid comedy. I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know. So please, everybody, enjoy each other. Thank you for coming by and sharing your thoughts on it. If you like this stream and you're new for the first time, please leave a like, subscribe, feel free, support a homosexual, and I see you very, very soon. But I can already say, enjoy Halloween, have enough candy at home, stock up with sweets, and work on your costumes and make it a great, great evening for everybody. And if you feel the need to watch my Halloween vlog from last year, again, the link is in the description of the video, go watch it. It was really fun and apparently scary. Well, I think that's enough for today. Guys, again, thank you very much, and I see you very, very soon. Bye-bye, and thank you for coming along. Bye.